Hello everybody, myself Shiba A, working as postgraduate teacher at Bharati Vidya Bhavan School, Chevayur, Kozhikode, Kerala. It's my pleasure to present before you all an experiment titled Study of Refraction of Light through a Medium with Spherical Boundary. This experiment was submitted by myself and Dr. Anandakrishnan sir, who had guided me during the process for the National Competition for Innovative Experiments in Physics conducted by the Indian Association of Physics Teachers, and for which we received the second prize. The experiment was basically designed to help students of 12th standard and graduation level to understand the concept of refraction taking place in a lens. Describing the lens maker's formula, there is the concept of the intermediate image which is formed in the denser medium. Now here I am having a glass lens. This has two boundaries or two interfaces. So refraction takes place twice. So the object is in the rarer medium, that is air. It forms an image in the denser medium, glass, which is the intermediate image, and this image is acting as the object for the second refracting surface, and a final image is formed in the rarer medium. Now this intermediate image formed inside glass is never seen. In our experiment, we are actually able to show the intermediate image that is formed in the denser medium. You may be wondering how we are able to show this image. Now we have replaced the glass lens with a water lens. The experimental setup is very simple. It consists of a source of light, which is my mobile torch here. I have attached it to a wooden box so that I can place it properly over here. And also a spherical refracting surface, which is a piece of glass which I got from a broken round bottom flask that I glued it here. I also measured the radius of curvature using a spherometer, and the denser medium is water, which I took in this glass plexiglass. The object can be placed at different distances from the spherical refracting surface, and we can find out the corresponding image distance using the screen here, which I can put it inside this trough. So let us say that I'm keeping the object distance, let it be 36 centimeter. Moving the screen, I can get the image distance, where I get the sharp image, and here it is 26 centimeter. So in this way, we can change the object distance and get the corresponding image distance. I have placed the source of light at 34 centimeter from the convex refracting surface. That is, the object distance U is 34 centimeter. And now let us find out the image distance in the denser medium. So I'll move the screen through the water, and you can observe the light on the screen. It's becoming sharper, and then again it is getting blurred. So where it is getting sharp is around at 27 centimeter. So we take 27 centimeter as the image distance. So for object distance 34 centimeter, we have image distance 27 centimeter. Now I am having the object distance at 36 centimeter, and again let us look for the image distance inside the denser medium. So you can see the light on the screen. It's becoming sharper and then getting blurred. So where I get the sharpest image, that is at 26 centimeter. We can also make use of a discarded mineral water bottle as the drum. You can have a slit here and we can pour water inside this, which is the denser medium, and use the same screen, insert the same screen, and we can find out the image distance in this way. To see the image even more clearly, we can make use of a wire gauze, fine wire gauze, which we can tape or stick to the source in front of the source of light. Here you can see that this is the piece of round bottom flask glass, broken glass, that I have glued with the help of white and seal to the mouth of a water bottle. I also used Fevibond, glue stick, etc.
And here are the observations. Now you can see that when the size of the source is small, that is for 1 millimeter, the image distance is very close to the calculated value. The 1/u 1/v graph can be drawn as in the usual convex lens, and we have the x and the y intercept. In this case, the x and the y intercept is not giving the focal length as in our usual convex lens experiment, but here you are able to find out the refractive index of water and also the radius of curvature of the lens from the intercepts. And here are the conclusions. The theoretical formula agrees very well with experimental results. The agreement between calculated and theoretical values become fine once we use source with small aperture. Larger aperture for refracting surface affects sharpness and intensity of image adversely. An interesting aspect of the present study is the confirmation of the assumptions made. That is, point object, almost normal incidence of the rays from the object, small area for refracting surface, real image and sign convention. So the confirmation of these are made while deriving the expression for relation between UV and R. Use of used mineral water bottle as container for refracting liquid and broken piece of round bottom flask as a spherical boundary are innovative ideas and make the apparatus almost zero cost. The 1/u 1/v graph is a straight line as expected and enables calculation of refractive index or radius of curvature in excellent agreement with real values. No such experiment is found in the literature so far. Use of used water bottle as container for refracting liquid and broken piece of glass flask as spherical boundary are innovative ideas and make the apparatus almost zero cost. The present experiment can now be introduced in our physics curriculum since it gives experimental insight to the phenomena. One can also make a glass tray container so that the setup will enable study of variation of refractive index and hence light velocity with temperature or with concentration of liquids used.
Thank you for watching this video.